Hi everyone, Morten Åstad here. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another unboxing. Yes, late in the year, I would say, unboxing. It's the 21st of December, so it's the shortest day of the year, or longest night if you like. Here in Oslo, the sun rises at 9:18 and it sets at 15:11, so we're looking at 5 hours and 56 minutes long day, and it's sunny out and a little bit cooler than it's been, but it's still not freezing. And I shouldn't be here making videos. I should be out on a Sunday enjoying this weather. I did go on a bit of a boat trip yesterday. Completely spur of the moment. I was getting off the tram down at Aker Brygge, and it was just, wall-to-wall people, shopping and eating and doing all that stuff, and enjoying, the fact that there was sunshine and the sun hadn't set yet. So I saw that the ferry to Nesodden was about to leave, so I just jumped on it and got a 50-minute long boat ride back and forth. It was really beautiful. Anyway, and then I went to, after getting a coffee, I went to the place that sort of, we're not supposed to say post office, I suppose, but it's, the postal desk at one of the grocery stores nearby that doubles as where you pick up your mail. And I think actually this week, coming week, is the last week where there are people delivering to your mailbox letters in Denmark. The PostNord is, discontinuing the letter delivery service. And that ends a 400-year history, which goes all the way back to, letters traveling from southern Denmark, current Denmark, up to northern Denmark, Norway. So that kind of stuck with me when I saw that news this morning. I knew they were dismantling it, but I'd forgotten when. But I did pick up this. So those of you who have followed me for a while know that I love the band Pavement and the subsequent solo albums, band albums if you like, by Stephen Malkmus, like the Hard Quartet, which is a band I had the privilege of seeing this summer, 12th of June. Stephen Malkmus' new supergroup, indie supergroup, if you like. So it's been a very big Pavement / Stephen Malkmus year. For me, I actually started collecting Pavement on vinyl this year when I found almost brand new copy from a secondhand seller here in Norway, and that was early this year, and I've gradually picked up, and I now have all their studio albums on vinyl. And I have a couple of comps that I want to get. And then I also started picking up Stephen Malkmus solo stuff, or post-Pavement stuff since then. And this will be in part both.
Can't feel what you're missing. Modern warfare for which we trained. It's nothing like a fucking video game. Conscience is guilty, I need to reset, get out of this now, feeling that's around. Turned without real is what I'm all about.
records that I bought from Platekompaniet. And you know, the Malkmus records aren't necessarily very expensive to begin with, but Platekompaniet have been doing a lot of deals and various sort of pickups, buy so and so and get so and so off and all that, and they also had a lot of Black Friday type offers. So this is in part one of those deals that I picked up. So let's see here. So let's see what I got, shall we? I got Stephen Malkmus and the Jigs, and this record is from a time I will have to guess. No, is it 2003? Yeah. So Domino Records as per usual when it comes to him. And this is Pig Lie, of course. Here we go. So I have nearly all of Stephen Malkmus records, solo records, on CD. There's one I know I don't have on neither vinyl nor CD. I haven't gotten around to it. In addition to that, I have one album of the Silver Juice albums that he worked on alongside other members of Pavement, and the guy behind Silver Juice, whose name I can't remember at the moment and who has since passed away. There we go. I want to keep this hype sticker, I guess you could call it. It's more of the fact that Stephen's name wasn't actually on the cover of the album, I guess, because it only says the Jigs, which I'm sure you've already noticed, and I don't need to tell you. So here it is, and we have Water and a Seat, Ramp of Death, brackets Do Not Feed the, and brackets Oyster, Vanessa from Queens, Sheets, Animal Midnight, Dark Cave, Witch Mountain Bridge, Craw Song, 1% of One, and Us. There we are. And it's a gatefold. Always lately I had it in mind, you know, when I open a gatefold, I hope it's, and I haven't seen it myself, and that it's not something highly inappropriate. We have a download card, which I will probably, as per usual, give to my friend Donovan in South Africa. So we have a nicer inner sleeve than we usually have on the Pavement record, because it's the same record company, so a little bit surprised. Here we go. There's one side of that, and the other one, which looks like it's a windmill. Crimson alligator, blinded by the surf. Came here only yesterday from the worst place on this earth. But in this evil Everglades, I find no peace of mind. Watch out for the marsh shark, the rip off your behind. Do not feed the oyster under a cloud. I suck you like a seagull into the sound. Under No, I suppose the inner sleeve information, as if there had been any, are on the inside. And so it's recorded from May to August 2002. And it's John Moen. I assume he's of Norwegian descent, since that is a very common Norwegian name. Stephen Malkmus, Mike Clark, and Joanna Bolm. So this is not one of those records with a former Slater Kinney drummer. And like I said, it was a 2-record offer here. So 2 records for $50. So this is Stephen Malkmus and Jigs, and this may be my, except for the first one, which is just called Stephen Malkmus, I think this is probably my favorite. This is real emotional trash. I love the cover art as well. And yeah, got a bit of a pressed flat a little bit, so it's got a bit of a, yeah, something. Never mind. No hype stickers on this, so we can just let her rip. Domino again. This is from 2008. There is a tiny. Sorry, I didn't see that. So this is 180 gram heavyweight virgin vinyl. Comes with MP3s. Okay. This shrink wrap feels old. Is that a thing? Can shrink wrap feel, well, when it sort of crumbles in your fingers, and it's from the 1960s, I suppose. I've seen some of you guys open records that have been sealed for 40 or 50 years or more, and you just tear, and then it starts almost like breaking. So yeah, there's the back. And we have, this is it's a 3-sided record. We love those, don't we? So we got side 1, Dragonfly Pie, Hopscotch Willie, Cold Sun. Side 2, Real Emotional Trash. That's the title of the record. That was a Ryan George reference there. Out of Reaches, Baltimore. And then we got, to make up for that in a way. On side 3, we have 4 songs. We have Gardenia, Elmo, Delmo, Gardenia. Didn't I just listen to a song called Gardenia? Oh, yeah, that was Iggy Pop, the record he made with Josh Homme and that Arctic Monkeys drummer. Yeah. Anyway, Elmo Delmo, We Can't Help You, and Wicked Wonder. And there's your gatefold. Very cool gatefold, in my opinion. So the jigs on this one, and here she is. Here I can see she is. We have Stephen Malkmus. We have Joanna Holm. We have Mike Clark and Janet Weiss, the drummer from Slater Kinney. So we have nice inner sleeves, for the record. There's your label. It's the same on the other side. And we have side C. Here we are. And what I guess we could say constitutes as an etching. Yeah.
because I want to go home. Shoot me up the knife because I want to go home. Shoot me up the knife because I want to go home.
But wait, there's more. I think that was also some sort of movie reference. A Wayans brother? Anyway, so the other day I went to Big Dipper, and I went there to pick up my, which I had ordered, was it my Paul Kelly record, wasn't it? Or was it the Gits? Anyway, I was perusing through the Pavements section, in part because sometimes they do have Stephen Malkmus records there. And, to look at that compilation album I keep wanting to buy and thinking, when am I going to do this? But they had gotten the brand new compilation album, which I didn't buy. No, because they had gotten this. And I've already opened this. So this is Pavements. Yes, it's the original soundtrack to the movie Pavements. If you are curious about that, you can go wait to the end of the video. I should link to a video where I show my the previous Stephen Malkmus record I got, and I talked about having seen the Pavements movie and reading this Wowie Zowie book. This is my first 33 1/3 book I've ever read. So if you're interested in that, I talk about what the movie's like and everything. I'm not gonna put all of that in here. So we have a gatefold, and we have members of Pavement. We have the the actors who play Pavement in the movie, which takes place within the film, which never really gets started. It's more about rehearsals, and we got members of the off-Broadway piece based on was it Wowie Zowie or and we have also members of some of the bands that show up at the end of the film for the exhibition. It's very difficult to tell what's actually things that are real and what is fictitious. So there's also a lot of video from their previous reunion and them talking about how the mood of the band, after breaking up initially and all that stuff. It's a very, very different movie about a band, documentary movie film. Yeah. So there's songs and there's live stuff here, and there's voice pieces from the actual film as well. So you got intro for a major motion picture, Our Singer, LA rehearsal session, Joe Kira screen test, movie clip, Angel Carver Blues, Mellow Jazz, Docent live at Circus in Stockholm, etc., etc. So so this is of course the band, and then on the back here we have the actors who are portraying the band, or thought they were going to be portraying. I think we'll recognize this guy from this year's Christmas Netflix Christmas season event, Stranger Things. So I just wanted to read to you guys what it says on the hype sticker. The Pavement soundtrack is the apocalypse now of indie rock, film dialogue, Broadway renditions of Pavement's classics, snail mail covering Shoot the Singer, and more importantly, Pavement's live and rehearsal recordings from their 2022 reunion tour, which includes their never-before-released cover of Jim Pepper's Wichita Toe, 41 epic tracks, and they even got the correct version of Spizzle Trunk. So inner sleeves are of the kind that I alluded to earlier that I'm not very fond of. Yeah. And there's your records there for the... Yeah, now you pay, what was I paid? $49, 499 kroner for a record, and you are then having to go out and I gotta buy loads of packages with inner sleeves in them because I've gotten so many bad ones lately, even in box sets. Yes, I'm looking at you, Metallica. Oh, not the studio album, but for the live albums in the same box set. Yeah, no, that'll be. We'll save a couple of dimes on that part. Okay. So yeah, that was me wrapping up the Stephen Malkmus / Pavement year. That was 2025. Still got a few of his solo albums I want to get. And there are some. I had a couple of rare Pavement live things on my wish list, but they were just picked up by someone else from the Norwegian eBay, Finn. So yeah, but I've really enjoyed listening to a lot of Pavement, rediscovering them in a way. Well, I never stopped listening to them, but also Stephen Malkmus and watching that film, which for you, I don't know if you guys over in the States ever got the chance to see it in the movies. I was hoping it was going to get a release. We have this indie movie house down the street here, and they sometimes do, like they just showed, well, they and a couple of others showed the Cure live film. But no, so I ended up basically paying for an object that I don't own from a streaming service in order to see it. So that annoyed me, but that's how keen I was to see it, and it was a fun event. So guys, please click like if you are still with me. That helps my channel. If you want to subscribe, well, that makes me happy, and I hope to see you guys soon in another video. Take care. Bye bye.